All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for a lovely Sunday game of baseball. And Kiwoom is the only team that has a dome, which is the only reason why they play at 2 o'clock on Sundays because they don't really need to worry about the weather. KBO would love 2 o'clock games, allows people to go to games on Saturday and then stay over in the city and then go to the games on Sunday. It increases the attendance a lot having the 2 o'clock games. But Jung Soo Bin leading things off. The champ is here, ladies and gentlemen, as first pitch is chopped but foul, and we are underway. Jung Soo Bin leading things off for Doosan. 268 on the season, does have 6 home runs to go with his ridiculous stance, part of the KBO All Stance team. And the 0-1 pitch way outside. 1-1. Now, obviously, both of these two teams struggling in the win department. Doosan has lost their coach. Kiwoom has lost their coach as that misses up high, and it's 2-1. Kiwoom, the most recent news, Anu Jin, who was supposed to come back later this year, is done as he is now have shoulder issues, courtesy of a second team archaic rules, as that is in there for strike on the outside. Anujin, from what I have read, Anujin was taking part in a kind of a scrimmage game and they lost, so they ended up forcing them. In this game, I like Kiwoom. I honestly do like Kiwoom, as that is going to be caught by Yu Ju Hyung running in, and that's one away. I don't know why I like Kiwoom. Kiwoom is not good on the weekends against Doosan, but just something says I would take Kiwoom. Ha Young-min has pitched well. He's only pitched one game against Doosan, 7 innings. He got the win, only gave up, I think, 3 hits. As that is in there for strike. Chasen Young, the Doosan pitcher, has pitched a lot against Kiwoom this year. This is his 5th game against Kiwoom this year, or against Doosan this year. A swing and a miss at a pitch up above the zone, and it's 0-2. This week, EU Chan hitting a 389, which is why he is DHing today. I think it could go either way. Probably going to be whoever makes the least errors. Thank you, Bodum. Thank you. As that misses outside, just right on cue. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Of course, you throw an 0-2 pitch into the other batter's box. And Ha Young-min now has the stats that I just talked about up on the screen. If you are watching on Korean TV or SPO TV, or not SPO TV, but Soup, whichever one. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Out number 2 on the first strikeout of the day for Ha Young-min. Ha Young-min, 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, no walks, no runs, no earned runs, a .43 whip against Doosan in his one game that he pitched against them this year. He has, I would say, been the most consistent Korean starter for Kiwoom, as that misses low, ball 1. Oh Myung-jin, 295 on the season, hanging out at second base today. That's EU Chan going into the DH role, puts Kim Gae-bum over at short, Oh Myung-jin at seconds, and that misses, and it's 2-0. 2 for 3 on Friday, 2 for 5 yesterday, and we'll see how he goes today, as that is lifted into center field. Lee Ju-hyung under it, though, and that's is a 3 away. We'll go to the bottom of thy first. One, two, three. Gotta love the way that starts if you're a Kiwoom fan. Do have to worry about the bullpens in this game. Do have to worry about the bullpens in this game. Again, yesterday, Doosan did end up using their closer, also used Chaewon Jun. So, and the game on Friday was kind of a blowout, so you don't really have to worry about too much there. Kium, on the other hand, they are going to have their regular guys, their regular old bullpen guys. Obviously, bullpen guys are not the best, but you know, I think Kium has the advantage with Doosan using their closer and stuff yesterday. So, Son Sung Moon will lead things off for Kium. I think one of the top two, maybe top three leadoff hitters. I would say probably the best captain in the league. Chae Sung Young on the mound, 19 games this year, 98 innings, 5-5, 109 strikeouts, or sorry, 100 strikeouts in those 109 innings. Oops, sorry, that's how I mean. 62 strikeouts in those 98.2 innings. Does have some walk issues. He has walked 40 on the season. He's second in the league in hit batters. So you do have to worry a little bit about that. Kium, on the other hand, is a big, free swinging team, though. So, those walks don't mean anything if Kium is swinging at pitches out of the strike zone. He has, again, this is his fifth game against Kium on the season. He is 1-2, 4.29 ERA on the season, but only a 3.09 ERA against Kium. But he's 1-2 against him. So Son Sung Moon, a 3.04 on the season for the captain. Just signed a big, huge contract and looks at strike one on the inside corner. Oh, Son Sung Moon, the big contract signed since the last game I streamed. There was talk about him going to the MLB. He was wanting to be posted, so Kiwoom threw a bunch of money at him. As that is going to be ripped into center field, and Jung Soo Bin makes the catch on the liner. One away now, and that's going to bring up Im Ji-yo. This team really top heavy as far as offense goes. 안녕하세요. 우주. 우주. Welcome, 우주. 안녕하세요. Ah, now you're in the horizontal. What's up, Stefan? Yeah. As far as the later games, I would say that the KT is probably the best. As far as if I were picking locks, I would say the KT game would be the lock. Im Ji-yo 257 swings at that pitch, and that's lifted up into center field. Jung Soo Bin under it again, and that's 2 away. Yeah, Stefan, you can't expect much. 근데 두산 때문에 보고 싶어요. 네, 두산 대 삼성 지금 7등 7위. All right, Chae Sung Young, quick 2 outs, only 5 pitches. Cardenas steps in now. 아, 근데 두산 감독 때문에 삼성 레전드인데 좋은 감독 아니에요. All right. Cardenas looks at the first pitch. It's a ball one on the outside. The second pitch is lifted up into the air. Right fielder moves back about 4 steps, cave under it. And that is 3 away. 1, 2, 3, go. The Doosan or the Kiwoom Heroes on just 7 pitches. So we'll go to the second inning. It's 0-0. 안녕하세요. 노문현. Yeah, I speak Korean. I can read Korean. My reading is better than my speaking. Yeah, yeah. 우주 우주. 스텝은 한국에 살아요. I think so. My pro. No, 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 no. It sounds like that to people that don't speak Korean. I guarantee you the Koreans are like, wait, wait, did he mean this? Did he mean this? So, Stefan, the problem is Moon Dong Ju uh, does not pitch well on Sundays. Bottom Gigon. All right, so we're here, top of the second inning already. Number 4 batter coming up, Cave. Nah. All right, Cave hitting a 301 on the season. Looks at the first pitch. It is right in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. 아니요, 아니요. 잘 하기겠요. And that is just outside ball one, 1-1. 너무 희한. 좋아요. And that's Mrs. Low, 2-1. 우주 우주. Samsung 팬 이기 때문에 근데 대구 살아요? 근데 다른 도시에 살아요. As here comes the 2-1 pitch, and in there for a strike, a 2-2 right at the top of the zone as Cave gives a little head shake, the head nod. 네. 데프리카. And a swing and a miss, the second strikeout of the day for Ayong Min. Songju Young is a lefty, though, and Hanwha is really bad against lefties. All right, so Park Jun Soo steps in at 312 on the season and looks at strike one on the outside corner. So I'm going to show you guys a picture real quick. So I went to this game right here. If you look on your screen, as that one is lifted into center field, and Iju Young under it, and 2 away. We are flying. So, yeah, so I went to this game here, and it was in 2018. It was 38 degrees on that day. It was miserable, like absolutely miserable. I was sitting in the chair at the table seats. We had like ice packs on us, just drinking. And it was it was gross. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. I do think that this year has been hotter though. Though the one thing I did like is again that did they have the misters going when you went here to Samsung. You didn't go to the Daegu. Is that is going to be a ground ball past Sun Jen, and he is on base with the first hit of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The first hit of the game is Kang Sung Ho, who was suddenly hitting. 네, 작년에 잘하는데 올해 3루로 갔어. 근데 타격 잘 못해요. 어제 two-run pull. All right, that brings up Kim Min-sok again. He is the guy that came over from Lotte in the offseason trade, and that's right down the middle. The throw down to second. I think they got him. What is this second? This second base umpire's like, yeah, out, out, out. What was that by the second base umpire? He's like, man, yeah, out. Wow. And they're obviously going to replay this. And then the umpire talks into the microphone that's not even on. I don't think he's a good I don't think he's a good manager. Last year when they hired him, I didn't think he was a good manager. Then I thought he was the wrong manager for the job. I thought I was the correct manager. Again, if you look on my channel, there's a video about what I think Hanwha needs, but he is out at second base, which means that will end the inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. And we are flying through this game, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute. Yeah, but he won in 2018. 2008년 베이징 올림픽에 한국 야구는 한국 legend 선수 있었어요. They had the greatest team ever assembled from Korean players. And the other leagues, they didn't have. Yeah. So, Juk, again, I am the best option that Hanwha could ever hire. If Hanwha wanted to win and be consistent, they would hire me. That's all I have to say. I guarantee you there's not a person in this country that understands baseball, analytics, and what it takes to win. No, I don't know that one. Hanwha is stuck in the 1980s. Their manager is stuck in the 1960s. It's the same with LG's manager and KT's manager. They follow these archaic ways that don't match the players of today. The players of today, the Korean players, and yeah, and that's the thing is, Uju, that is what. So Korean baseball is getting passed by a lot of teams. They're getting passed by a lot of teams as apparently there was a ball there. Korean baseball is getting passed by a lot of teams because their training, their preparation is all archaic. It's all old. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop on the right side of second base makes the play and throws out Choi-Ju-won for a 4-3 putout. Sorry, 6-3 putouts. 쭉 선수발 무슨 뜻이에요? All right, so 1 out already. 9 pitches. He's already gotten 8 outs. The first pitch is swung and missed there, and it's oops, wrong side. 0-1 to Lee Ju-hyun. And that misses outside, 1-1. Yeah, I would say even the 80s, Jim, like the ultimate small ball, the the Vince Coleman, Ricky Henderson era. of put your fastest player on leading off and then try to steal bases and bunts and manufacture runs. A swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2. So as I watch these players, especially the hitters, they none of them drive towards the ball and they miss on outside pitches. As that misses way outside, and it's a 3-2. Ooh, our first full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all celebrate. And here we go, the 3-2 pitch. That is a chopped foul, and it stays 3-2. Right. They're physically different, but their training also causes them to stay different. The issue for Korean players is there's like if I look at a Korean player, there's only a few Korean players that I look and I'm like, oh, this is a baseball player. As that one is popped up shortstop out into the outfield grass, and that's two away. Yeah, but Kim Saw Hyun is so wild that he could never pitch anywhere. Moon Dong Ju, pitchers are different. I'm talking about the physical hitters, as that is inside the zone for a strike, right down the middle. The KBO, like I'm looking here at Kim Gun Hee. He looks like he doesn't look like a player. He's not in what I would say in shape. As that's he still needs to develop. As the 1-1 pitch that is to right field, and Cave makes the play. Another line outs to the outfield, and that is another 1, 2, 3, 19 pitches through 2 innings for Chase Sun Young. And quickly, we are flying through this game. Already into the top of the third inning now. And we'll have the 7, 8, 9 hitters for both. Kim Song Yoon. Oh, Kim Sung Yoon, the center fielder, right fielder, left-handed batter. Yeah, the issue for him is his size. Obviously, he's much smaller. Who is this? Thank you, Francisco. Yeah, and so Uju, if oh, who's that? Oh, we got Casino Official. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So if I look at Kim Sung Yoon, his body looks like a baseball player. He has very big thighs, very big legs. And that's where, his obviously your speed comes from your lower power. Same with your power in a swing is coming from, your core and your midsection. Kiwoom has, yeah, Casino. Kiwoom does have bad pitchers, but Doosan used their closers yesterday. So Kim Tae-yeon would have to go 2 days in a row, which is something he does not do well. So that is something to watch out for uh, now I can't even think for Doosan. So Kim Min Suk still up. He was up whenever the thrown out to caught stealing for Kong Sung Ho, 22 pitches for Ha Young Yin, and that is going to be a grounded right to Che Ju-an, who picks it up, steps on the bag, 1 pitch, 1 out, just the way you drew it up in practice, ladies and gentlemen. So Uju, whenever I watch KBO, the one thing that I see is the lack of fundamentals, things that uh, you're taught in little league in the U.S. These players don't do. As Kim Gi-yeon looks at strike one or right down the middle, it's something that they just don't do. They do not do the fundamentals well. And I mean, it's something that is very noticeable to someone who's been playing baseball for their whole life. As that is grounded off Song Sung Moon's glove, that's going to be into the corner. Kim Gi-yeon is going to turn around and head back to first base, and he has got himself a one-out single. Kim Gi-yeon with the second hit of the day for Doosan. Again, an MLB player makes that play every day. Uju. The funny thing is I was talking to Stefan on Friday about Korean players. They don't learn fundamentals; they learned baseball watching highlight videos. As that one misses outside, ball one. They no, they learn it at little clubs and stuff, but it's expensive. It's just like the U.S. It's getting a lot of kids are getting priced out of baseball at this point. Yeah, I mean to the point now where a lot of kids are playing soccer because it's just too expensive to join clubs. And the 2-0 in there. Yeah, Ha Young Min has pitched well against Doosan. But Casino, I'm talking about Doosan's closer. Doosan's closer pitched yesterday. It doesn't pitch well in 2 days in a row. Yeah, Chae Sung Young only has a 309 ERA against Kiwoom. Uh yeah. Yeah, they have some baseball academies. Like I've because I live in Daejeon, so I've played in like the Hanwha training facility and stuff like that. Because our team, the team I play for, we often practice at the Hanwha training facility in the winter, in the fall and the winter. As the 2-2 pitch is a swing fouled into the mitts, and that's going to be strikeout number 3 for Ha Young Min, and 2 away. Flips the lineup back over to Kim Sung or Jung Soo Bin. Yeah, I know. Kang Jung Ho made a big one. Song Sung Moon or Song Gwang Min made a new one. All right, Jung Soo Bin 0 for 1 on the day. Flied out to center field in his first at bat. Looks at a strike right on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Hello, Sleepless. Sleepless in a Wisco. Yeah, I mean, swing and a miss there. And I mean, the best food spots. I mean, it's all depends on where you want. Obviously, any of the downtown places are great. Korea is very like if you want bibimbap, you go to Jeonju. If you want dokgalbi, you go to Chuncheon. Like if you want seafood, you go to Yeosu or you go to Sokcho. Everything is like regionalized. That is fouled away, and it stays 0-2. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock. And a swing and a miss and another strikeout. That is a 4 strikeouts on the day for Ha Young Min or Ha Young Min. As we go to the bottom of the third, it's 0-0. Getting ourselves some absolutes of pitching here. Wow, 30 minutes in, and we're already halfway through this game, ladies and gentlemen. And Ha Young Min pitched extremely well. 7 innings, I think 3 hits, a whip of .43 in his one game against Doosan. Yeah, Doosan ended when they let go of Kim Tae-hyung. Doosan ended and Lotte began. Yeah, I went in 2018. I went to the Korean series, Doosan versus SS or SK at the time. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, SK, the old Wyverns. All right, we should be coming back. SS, or sorry, SSG. S, but now I don't even know who I'm watching. Kiwoom will have the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 coming up. Yeah. I went to game, I think game 3. As that is in there for strike at the bottom of the zone. And the Brewers' best record in baseball? As the 0-1 in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. That's not something I want to hear. No, I've never watched any actually. Because they're on at the same time. A check swing by Doosan Jin that's fouled away. Former Hanwha Eagles manager, former Brewers manager, first base coach. Wow, 72 and 44. Big surprise there is the Cardinals are at 500. Is that is in the dirt, and no 1 and 2. Kwok Bean with a 320. Yeah, yeah, he used to be. Yeah, Michael. Michael, are you familiar with bowling? Have you ever you familiar with bowling at all? Is that to Mrs. Lowe in the dirts? Yeah, it's kind of confusing. So it's a ladder style. It's not a tree style like you have in uh pretty much everyone else. As the 2-2 pitch is ground ball right back up the middle, and Doosan Jin, Hanwha Eagles legend, there with the first hit of the day for Kiwoom. And yeah, so the number 5 team plays at the number 4 team. It's the best of 3 series, except the number 4 team starts with a 1-0 lead. So the number 2 team, or sorry, the number 5 team has to win 2 games. If they tie, oh, here comes the small ball. As you've got a runner on first, nobody outs, and they're bunting because, again, the KBO employs a bunch of managers that have no idea what they're doing. Hitting 111 on the season. Looks like he just got out of middle school. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And it's a drop down. A pitcher grabs it to throws to first, and that's one away. Yay! We are prioritizing losing. Excellent job. Always bunts. Yeah, so then the bunting in the third inning with a runner on first, nobody out, lowering your chance of scoring a run by 4%. But hey, let's all clap hands. All right, now Pak Chu Hong hitting a 215. Looks at ball one up high, and it's 1-0. Very important to get that bunt down so you can lower your chance of scoring a run and also rely on a 215 hitter to hit. Yeah, I commented on the KBO post about him as that is lifted to center field and makes the catch. That will move Osun Jin up to third base, but again, they still have 2 outs now. Flips the lineup back over to Song Sung Moon, but yeah. Greetings, Turts. I'm originally from Missouri. Yeah, I'm originally from Missouri. No, I don't have that one. I came here temporarily, as that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. I originally came here just for a couple years. I was going to be here for 3 years and then move to a different country, but that was in 2014. Yes. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Sets up high and misses over the zone, and it's 1-1. There's all 72 Kiwoom fans in attendance for today's game. And here comes the 1-1 pitch in the dirts, and it's 2-1. Song Sung Moon, really one of the only players that you have to worry about. Kiwoom Sung Moon. Looks like a little trapper keeper. Arts and crafts time at her household last night. 24, 19 home runs, 21 stolen bases. This year, 19 home runs, 18 stolen bases, and that is a liner right to the first baseman, and that is the relay. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. A runner on first, nobody out. They bunted, and they didn't score any runs. Color me shocked, ladies and gentlemen. Color me shocked. So amazing. I can't believe it. Statistically, they did exactly what the statistics said. Well done. Yes, let's all give away Rosette's Yun Soo-jung. Thank you, thank you. 감사합니다. Well, Uju, the contract was so that he wouldn't go to the MLB. That's the only reason why it was that big. Because again, Song Sung Moon said he wanted to be posted to go to the MLB in the offseason. That's the reason why it was so big. But the other thing is Kiwoom's not going to be around in 6 years. Jim, that's because Korean managers are all so old that they don't even know how to use a flip phone. They're still waiting for the telegram to tell them what the statistics are. Casino, they actually do score a lot. They score a lot, but it's mainly on the bullpens. They don't score as much as they could because their managers still manage like it's 1985. All right. Gonna have the number two hitter coming up. EU Chan for Doosan. And the first pitch is right down the middle. EU Chan 0 for 1, struck out in his first at bat. And that is just outside. And 1-1. Yeah, I watched maybe the first 4 episodes of Stove League. As the 1-1 is lifted into center field, Lee Ju Hyung makes a couple steps back, a couple steps forward, and that's 1 away. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Little Paula Abdul for those of you that speak 80s. That brings up Oh Myung Jin. Oh Myung Jin 0 for 1 on the day, flew out to center field in his first at bat. Oh. And a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Yeah, so what I watched, as far as I watched, is the all-star player, as that's a swing and a miss. The all-star player was he got the reward, he got the award and the money, and then he said he was going to donate all of his paycheck to the city or something like that. And then the ball was then his money and the award were like thrown in the new GM's car, and that was as far as I saw. I didn't have a chance to watch any more of it. Maybe that'll be some of my off season watching. I know they talk about it. And they say that the team in the Stove League is Hanwha or Lotte. All righty, here we go. The 0-2 pitch to Oh Myung Jin from Ha Young Min. 9 seconds left on the pitch clock. And in the dirt, did he go around? The home plate umpire said he did. He throws down to first, and that's will be another strikeouts. 5 strikeouts already for Ha Young Min, and 2 away. I mean, I think he is exactly what Samsung needs. Uh, they need a first baseman power hitter. I mean, he is he's he is exactly what I think of when I think of what Korean teams need from their foreigners. Just home runs, plays decent defense as Cave looks at strike one on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. I mean, the fact that he is leading in home runs by like what, 15 or something like that? He's leading in RBIs by 200 by 22. He's leading in home runs by 14. As that is in the dirts, and it's 1-1. See, I don't think that's it. The problem with Park Byung Ho is he never stopped swinging. He swings at everything. So the fact that he can't hit for average, and he's another one, you know. Samsung's got Park Byung Ho and Oh Sung Won, as that is going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman. Throws over to first, and another 1-2-3 inning, and only 10 pitches that inning. As we go to the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, the only one I have is the LG. Well, Incheon, or who's this? Who's
넘어갔습니다.
this? Naisai. Naisai. I wouldn't say Kang Min Ho. Kang Min Ho still has 2
넘어갔습니다.
or 3 years left. Who's that? RB. Thank you, RB. Yeah. So SSG has an Incheon one. I think I have it actually. SSG has a Incheon one. And then NC has a Changwon uniform. KT has a Suwon uniform. Yeah. Yeah, Samsung has a Daegu uniform. I really like the NC Changwon uniform. I almost bought that one. Maybe I'll buy that one in the off season. Kiwoom will have their 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. Imji Yol leads things off. Kia has a Guangzhou one. Yeah, I like, well, it's not so much I like Patrick Murphy pitching. It's Patrick Murphy's only given up 2 runs in his 2 earned runs in his 4 games on the season. But the other thing is I don't like Samsung's starting pitcher. First pitch is fouled back, and that is 0-1. Im Ji Yol flew out to center field in his first at bat. That pitch misses outside, and it's 1-1. Yeah, it's not so much about Patrick Murphy. It's more about Samsung doesn't play well on the road, and I don't like a Samsung starter. As the 1-1 is fouled away, 1-2. Chaewon Tae is not very good. RB, you're a big Kiwoom fan? And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's rolled over. Shortstop grabs it, throws across the diamond, and that's 1 away. RB, are you Korean? Are you foreigner? Chae Sung-young, Jang Won-jun. Who was I can't. 근데 한국말 하고 싶으면 괜찮아요. 제가 할 수 있어요. As that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's oh no, they call it a ball. Thought he got the bottom of the zone, but apparently no. All right, the 1-0 rolled over, and that's going to be grabbed by the third baseman. Throws way high, and that's going to be an E6 or E5 as Cardenas beats out a high throw. And he'll be on base with the first error of the game. Took his sweet time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps towards first before he airmailed it, and brought Kang Sung Ho off the bag. And now you've got a runner on first with Cheju Won stepping up. Cheju Won looks to just strike one down the middle, and it's 0-1. 네, 아마 오늘 키움 부llpen 더 좋아요. In the second half, runners on base, Cheju Won hitting very nice as he looks at strike 2 at the bottom of the zone. Now it's 0-2. No, they would score, but it would be on an error. It would be unearned, Jim. All right, so popped off and it stays 0-2. All right, to Chase Sung Young sitting at 42 pitches, 7 in the first, 12 in the second, 14 in the third. An error here now has him working from the stretch. And the 0-2 pitch slaps at it as the ball was off the ground almost, and it stays 0-2. How did RB go from? How is RB already in first? All right, here we go. Ju-Won 0 for 1 on the day. 6-3 ground out in his first at bat. A 6-3 ground out would end up turning two. And the 0-2 pitch rolls over. First baseman foul. Just got it on the foul side of the line. Great call there by the first base umpire. Just got foul. Oh, you guys have points? All right, so Ju-Won needs to get him some more spray pine tar. I wondered how it works because I can't see anything. I don't know. I don't know if everybody has 75. Ah, okay. I know you can also get yeah, it's based on how long you've been in here, chats and then donations and stuff as that one misses up high, 1 and 2. Yeah. It's also like if yeah, super chats or whatever thing it is also get you points. All righty, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ju-Won battling here against Chae-Sung Young, and he fouls another one off, and it gets out of play. And it stays 1-2. Stefan, I don't think you, Stefan, do you know what this hat says? As that is a little bloop into left field. And just like that, they've now got runners on first and seconds. It says, we sang bunts. I love sacrifice bunts. All right, Iju Hyung now steps in. Ju-Won with the over the knee pants.
우주우주 슈퍼채티드 1.44달러. Your broadcast is very fun.
Yeah, you can yeah, if you go to the channel, the shopping parts. Thank you, Juju. I think I can I can't do that. Oh. All righty, here we go. Ju Hyung fouls off the first pitch out of play, and it's 0-1. 48 pitches now for Chae-Sung Young, 15 pitches in this inning. Yeah, Uju, the woman is I made a Konglishi bottom. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, sets up on the outside on the other batter's box. That's just catches the outside corner, though, and it's 0-2. 윤수정. 안녕하세요. Alrighty, here we go. The 0-2 pitch misses way outside, and it's 1-2. 네.
아르비 슈퍼채티드 1.44달러. What's your favorite team?
RB, 근데 as that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop makes the play, throws to seconds, but it's not in time. And Lee Ju-hyung is going to have a infield single to load the bases up as now an absolute threat. As Kiwoom brings up their number 6 hitter, Kim Gun-hee, with 1 out and the bases loaded. 근데 RB, 올해 같이? There we go, Kiwi. Or just the Soul Heroes. Welcome, Kiwi. 올해 같이 한화 시즌관 있었어요. 근데 올해 사지 않았고 그래서 KBO밖에 KBO 중 좋아하는 팀 없어요. 그래서 모든 팀 now she's in it's NEXE though, Kiwi. All right. 그냥 KBO. All right. And that is off the handle. That's going to be trouble. And that is caught by K.
지민
That's going
플라
to score a
슈퍼채티드
run.
10달러. 수어사이드 스퀴즈 포 더 윈.
Big, huge sacrifice fly by Kim Gun-hee. And that scores Cardenas, who is only on base because of the air. Hopefully there's plenty of time for a good old suicide squeeze. We've got runners on first and third now, though. And that's Oh-sun Jin. Already 1 for 1 today. Again, Oh-sun Jin, of course, of legend that is. Let's see, number 4 hitters on the third. And here comes the first pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hanwha legend, Lotte legend, Samsung legend, Oh-sun Jin. And that misses outside. A ball 1-1. Lee Jung-bom. Big air over there at third base from Park Jun-soon. And here comes the 1-1 pitch to Oh-sun Jin on the inside. Again, we do have 2 outs. He lifts that one up. Cave under it, though, and that will be 3 away. But Kiwoom gets a run on an air, a couple singles, and a sacrifice to take the 1-0 lead on. Is this
지민 플라 슈퍼채티드 10달러. 수어사이드 스퀴즈 포 더 윈.
So good, we needed to hear it twice, ladies and gentlemen. Kiwoom leaves 2 more on. They've left 3 on so far, but again, Lee Hak-ju. I can't stand Lee Hak-ju. The best song was it was a Hanwha player. He changed his name though. I'm gonna look it up and see if the best cheer song was a former Hanwha player. Oh, let's see. Well, Kang Kyung Hawks was really good. Uh Kim Won Suk. No, that's not it. Not Kim Won. No. Trying to find it. He changed his name. No. Oh, what was his name? Ishi Wan. That's it. As that's misses way outside. And ball one, Pak Jun Soo. Again, he just had the big air. Will he try to be an absolute hero here is the question. All right. So Pak Jun Soo. Nope. Time is called. Here. Ish. No. Yeah. That was my favorite song. And here comes the 2-0. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball right at Doosan Jin. Makes the scoop and throws over and one away. Doosan Jin says, "Woo! Look what I found!" Gets to his feet with his little league pants and throws over to first. I'll see if I can. You're in the vertical now, RB. And Kang Sung Ho, first pitch is ripped left field, going. Goodbye, tie game. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's 1-1. Big time homer there from Kang Sung Ho. Ha Young Min only giving up 7 home runs on the season, but that's one is number 8, and it ties the game. Is 0-1 now. Is a strike on the outside corner, and it's Kim Min Suk. Kim Min Suk grounded out to Che Ju-won over at first base in his last at bats, and it looks at a strike 2 down the middle, and it's 0-2. 안녕하세요. 어제도 왔어요. As that's going to be grounded foul, and it stays 0-2. Current time 164, 130 meters, 26-degree launch angle. Can I count Anu Jin? As that is fouled away. Okay. Anu Jin is I would say, the best Korean pitcher right now. If I'm going with just a ability. Man, there's not very many good ones, honestly, right now. I would say Moondongju, Anujin. I want to say Ryuhyun Jin, but I think he's just past the points at this point, as that is fouled away and stays 1 and 2. Maybe So Hyung Jun. I'm not a big proponent about Guak Bean. I think he had a really good July last year, and outside of that, he really hasn't been that good. Yeah, I would say maybe Wantain. And maybe Son Seung Gi, as the 2-2 is popped up. Trouble as well, the left fielder calls him off at the last seconds, and that's 2 away. Anujin, Moondongju, Wantain, So Hyung Jun, Son Seung Gi. Yeah. All right, so Kim Gi-yeon steps in. Singled in his last at-bats, 1 for 1 on the day. And that's going to be a ground ball. Diving stop by Oh-sun Jin, gets to his legs and throws him out. And Oh-sun Jin shows why he is a legend in 4 cities, ladies and gentlemen. A great day diving stop by Oh-sun Jin, gets to his feet and throws out the ridiculously speedy Kim Gi-yeon. Yeah, Yang Yi-ji not in today.
감사합니다.
Dak Sung Gi-won. Thank you. All right, bottom of the 5th now. Jim, I can't do them during the week. I actually work while the games are going on. Whenever I did them 2 weeks ago, that was just because I happened to be on vacation. All right, now bottom of the 5th. All right, so what do we have? I gotta get my pitch counts all caught up. 58 pitches. Only 58 pitches for Ha Young-min, which is a great thing for Doosan because that means that he can go deeper into the games. 23 pitches in the last inning for Chae Sung Young. He's at 56 coming into the bottom of this inning. Leading things off is going to be the 8-9 1 hitters for Kiwoom as they look to try to take this lead back. For which part? Like, are you talking about like the score bugs? Like this? And that is in there for a strike. Yeah. So I can actually show you this one. So this is what I do. This is one of my controllers. So everything is so that's a ball one. So I hit this button, uh, and now it's ball one. Yeah, and that's in there for strike, and it's 1 and 2. Yeah, I do everything. Like, I know there's a lot of Korean streamers, uh, but yeah, and here comes the 1-2 pitch. There is not two outs though. I don't know why it won't let me change that one. There we go. And it's 2-2. Like so this is the pitch count. And that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman throws a quick out there as that's one away. I got to readjust everything. And like, so this is my batters. So, whoops. So that batter is no longer up. Number 9 batter is now up. And here comes the first pitch is fouled away, and it's 1-1. Yeah, everything from like the team, the players that are playing, all of that is all done. I do all of that as I'm streaming. All right, the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be chopped, but back to the screen, and it's 0-2. Jang Eun Ho. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. That is chopped, but it gets foul. It stays 0-2. 근데 우주 그 in this video in the description 링크 있어요. 그 올해 3월에 다문화 TV 다큐멘터리 촬영했어요. 그래서 아직 하이라이트 동영상 볼 수 있어요. 유튜브에서 볼 수 있어요. As that is up high, 1-2. Park Ju-hong 0 for 1 today. He flew out to center field in his first at bat. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Low, ball 2, 2-2. Yeah, and then like as they're playing, this is I made my own stat sheet. So these little boxes are full counts. This is what they did for each at bats. This is pitch counts and runs and how they hits with runners in scoring position, and that is fouled away. And now 67 pitches for Chae-Sun Young. As here comes the 2-2 pitch that is ripped into a foul territory. So that's like no. So like as I'm streaming, so like right now I could say Park Ju-hong is 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out to center field in his first at bats back in the 3rd inning. So when I'm broadcasting, I have my notes right in front of me. Is that is a swing, a fouled into the glove, but not able to hold on to it. Is I don't know if that's EJ Won or Kim Gi-yeon back behind home plate. I don't. My problem is I could never hit. I think defensively and fundamentally, I'm probably better than most of the KBO shortstops or middle infielders. As that is popped up, but out of play, and it's stays 2-2. 네. 근데 항상 한국 해설자 등공 삼진 당볼 그 어디에서 쳤어요? As that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman throws, and that's two away. 그래서 제 방송은 MLB 스타일, 미국 스타일. 근데 아 like 속도 중요하지 않아요. 근데 한국 해설자 항상 150, 150, 152. 근데 ball as that first pitch misses inside 1-0. Sung Moon up for the third time today, lined out to center in his first at bat, a ground ball to the first baseman in his second, and looks at strike one at the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1. 우주 보통 like Jim 한국말 못 하는데 근데 한글 읽지 못해요. Oh, yeah. And the 1-1 pitch that's ripped right past the Kang Sung Ho, and Jake K will cut it off, but Song Sung Moon is on base with a 2-out single and another hit for Kiwoom. 아니요. 저 하기겐요. 아직 배우고 있어요. 최완준이 네. 요즘 최완준 잘 하는데 하고 근데 한재승도 잘 했어요. And here we go as that misses outside. Ball one, 1-0. 쭉. 밖에. 볼 밖에. All righty, here comes the 1-0 pitch to Im Ji-yo. Throws over to first base. Makes a couple steps back. Hatsubi. And the 1-0 pitch misses inside, but the stolen base by Song Sung Moon. And once again, the second base umpire like, 덕상 기환 올해 같이 한화 시즌 관 있었어요. 그래서 아마 80 매년 80경기 가보았어요? 보러 갔어요? And that is a foul. Nope, it's going to drop down. Cave is going to run in, and Song Sung Moon is going to come on home as Im Ji-yo comes up with a big RBI single to give Kiwoom the lead back. Another big hits, and that puts Kiwoom back on top, 2-1. 네, 근데 선수편 모든 팀 이거 모든 팀 유니폼도 모든 팀 인형. And that is going to be a ground ball, shortstop underhand toss to seconds, and that will be 3 away. But Kiwoom gets the lead back on the RBI single by Im Ji-yo. We'll take a break. I'll be back in just a few. All right, we are just about back. Ha Young Min is still out there, obviously. "58 pitches for the righty. It faces the 9-1 two hitters, and first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. And here comes the 0-1, misses outside, 1-0. Whoops, wrong side. And fouls that one back and out of play, and it's 1-2. 78 pitches for Chasen Young. All right, here we go. And another 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout. Strikeouts number 6 on the day for Ha Young Min. And one away as they flip the lineup back over to Jung Soo Bin. Yeah, it is. It has evolved. It originally was just a laptop and 2 screens, but because I used to years ago, before the TVing deal, I used to be able to stream the actual game. I could show the game and do commentary, as that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. But when they moved to uh, where I am now on YouTube, I had to change a lot. As yeah, as that is in there for a ball though, and a 1-0. That's what I was talking about, Stefan, the other day when I was talking about Soup. Soup wanted me to do the English commentary, but I couldn't because I could show the game on Soup and then just do English commentary with it. Is the 1-1 is fouled away, and it's 1-2. But obviously, I wouldn't be able to do it on YouTube. So what I would do is I would have basically uh, 3 different broadcasts. I would have this horizontal one that you're in now that doesn't show the game that I'm streaming with. I would have the vertical, and then I would also have a Soup broadcast that showed the game. So I would have 3 different broadcasts going as that's misses outside, and it's 2-2. But the way I could set it up is I could actually set it up so all the chats were actually together. So you could talk to people on Soup and YouTube. And if I wanted to stream on Twitch and Kick and, well, Africa TV is gone now, but I could stream on basically all the platforms. You are? As the 2-2 pitch misses up high, and it runs the count full, 3-2. Stefan, remind me on Monday. I have a TVing account. I can just give you the login, and then you don't have to be so far behind. Stefan, you don't have cable at your house? You don't have a regular TV? Yeah, this is the 3-2 pitch that's slapped into left field. Coming in, makes the catch on the liner, and that's 1-2 away. Big there. 아니요. 근데 미국에서 축구하지 않았어요. 미국에서 항상 야구했어요. Yeah, because I like I said, I have it just because of doing when I eventually do my weekly show, which I haven't forgotten about. Uh, I want to be able to use highlights. Casino Doosan's offense is abysmal, man. It is so bad. As the 0-1 is popped up, converging in third baseman under it in front of the pitching mound, and that's, ladies and gentlemen, will be 3 away. 1, 2, 3. go the old Doosan Bears once again. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. It's 2-1 Q. Yeah. I I never watched soccer at all in the States. Like never ever watched soccer. I didn't go to my first soccer game until I was in Korea. Back when the old Daejeon citizens, not the Daejeon Hana citizens, not the Hana citizens, back when they were the Daejeon citizens. My first year was the year that they never lost a game. I went to like 6 games in my first year here, and they never lost a game. They were in the bottom league, and then or the second league, and then went up to the first league the second year. But they traded away or sold away their player Alejandro, I think was his name, Alejandro. But yeah, I'm not. I just soccer's boring. Soccer's boring. Sorry if that upset somebody, but soccer's boring. Like I went to the under 20 World Cup. I went to the under 20 World Cup in Suwon. All righty, here we go. First pitch to Cheju Wan is fouled away, and he is down 0-1. Cheju Wan 1 for 2 on the day, 6-3 ground out in the second, single in the fourth. And up here now in the sixth. And that misses up high. Wanyang has and here comes the 1-1 pitch to Cheju Wan. A beautiful breaking curveball drops into the top of the zone. So to me, people that think baseball is boring don't understand that baseball is not a game. Every at bat is a game. There's constantly something huge that could happen in baseball. 네, 치면 정말 어려워요. All right, it's the 1-2 pitch to Cheju Wan. That is ripped into right field, lands in front of Cave, and he is on base for the second time today with another single. Leadoff single now for Kiwoom. RB, way. Why do you go vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal? Caro, cero, caro, cero. All right, Cheju Wan over at first base now as Chaesung Young is running into some issues here in the last couple innings. Bunts all the way back to the screen, almost bunts it into the stands as Iju Hyung doing the dumbest thing possible as that's what his manager wants. 84 pitches for Chaesung Young. And here we go, the 0-1 pitch as he turns around to bunt again. And a defensive bunt drops it to the first baseman. And that will be a sacrifice. And let's all celebrate the fact that they've lowered their chance of scoring any runs. Yay. Yay. Giving up the only thing that is limited in the game of baseball is the dumbest thing possible. All right, Kim Gun-hee now steps in, and he is 0 for 1 on the day. He line out to the right fielder in his first at bats. Sacrifice RBI fly or RBI sacrifice fly in the fourth inning to give them the first lead. 2:30 on the season for the young backstop. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Misses up high, 2-0. Blackpink in your area. RB, what are you doing, man? All right, here we go. That's eighth pitch of the inning, or the game of the inning, as that misses up high, 3-0. Legend is back. Jim, nobody does. That manager right there says, we are going to go back to small ball. We are going to bunt and steal bases. And it's like, dude, your team can't get on. You can't bunt if you don't have anybody on. Pachos. Bats is in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. All right, another one in there for a strike, and now it's 3-2. Another full count, second full count of the day for Kiwoom. A bunt only makes the most sense in the bottom of the eighth or ninth with a runner on first and second and nobody out. Because in a tie game and a strikeout, and then on top of that, he almost picks him off at seconds, and just like that, a bunt is wasted. Nope. First and seconds, nobody out in a tie game in either the eighth or ninth inning by the home team. That's the only time a bunt makes statistical sense at all. All right, 92nd pitch coming up here for Chae Sung-young. And that is in there for a strike right down the middle to Oh-Sun Jin. Oh-Sun Jin has singled in his first at-bats, a fly out to right in his seconds. Average it to 212 on the season. And the 0-1 is popped up into the air. Center fielder under it. And let's all give it up for Kiwoom. Once again, runner on first, nobody out, and they bunt and they score 0 runs. We'll go to the seventh inning. It's 2-1 Kiwoom. Wow. But Kim Ji-chan and Kim Sung-yoon and like Jo Soo-hang and Jung Soo-bin, those guys aren't bunting. Those guys aren't sacrifice bunting. Those guys are bunting for a hit. That's the difference. As far as when does a bunt make sense, a bunt is the best time to bunt is when the defense is back and you have a lot of speed. Also, the best time to bunt is after a grand slam. Yeah, those guys are bunting for hits. They're not sacrifice bunting. Again, yeah. So obviously a very, very, very big difference between the two sacrifice bunts versus a actual bunt for a hit. All right, so we're back. Top of the seventh inning. Have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. Oh Myung-jin Cave. Just 70 pitches. Chasen Young, that should be it for him as he is over the 90 pitch mark. Ended up with 93 pitches total, as that's going to be a ground ball past the diving second baseman. And Oh Myung-jin is on base with a leadoff single. Let's see if they bunt. Do you bunt your number 4 hitter? Never. Unless you're a Hanwha, then you should. Yes, and if I talked Uju earlier, I talked about uh, when I look at Korean players, I don't look and see anybody that looks like a baseball player. If I look at An Hyun Min, he looks like a baseball player. All right, Cave steps up. Yes, No Shiwan should always bunt because otherwise it's going to be a it's going to be a double play, as that's going to be a ground ball. 5-4, not in time, as they just can't quite turn the double play. That looked like a 5-6. As a Cave, they're going to replay that. Obviously, 1 out so far. Cave is Oh Myung-jin is definitely retired. A Cave is staying hanging out on first base. We'll see if what the replay shows. No Shiwan will be a Lotte Giant in the next 2 years. Safe, easily. I believe that's a 5-6. I think Osun Jin took that. Yep. And so 1 out now. Cave avoids the double play. Osun Jin is slow getting it out. Son Sung Moon is slow waiting on the ball on a double play. You gotta charge that. And here comes that brings up Park Jun Soon. And a check over on Cave. Park Jun Soo 0 for 2. Fly out to center field, a 6-3 ground out. Cave 14 for 14. 14 for 14 on stolen bases, makes a step back. Oh, just missed him. Good at camera angle there. Ooh, Cheju-won tagged the ground instead of Cave. All righty, here we go. And that is lifted into the air. That's going off the top of the wall. Cave is going to be held up at third. And a big double there by Park Jun Soo puts runners on second and third with just 1 out for Kang Sung Ho. Park Jun Soo trying his best. Park Jun Soon with a big double there. When you were young, that was like 10 years ago. And that'll be it for Ha Young Min. As he comes out, we'll have ourselves a pitching change. Just 73 pitches from him, and surprisingly, all right, we have our first pitching change of the day. That's when like Hanwha tried to sign all of Samsung's old players. Lee Sung Yo, Bae Soo Young, Kwon Hyuk. They're like, oh, if we sign all of Samsung's players, we will also be awesome. All right, Jo Young Gun will come in to pitch. Yeah, Osun Jin or Osung Wan, and yeah. But I thought also who I thought Osung Wan also couldn't play for. Oh, that was later when he came back. Couldn't play for the first half of the season. Yeah, I remember everybody would buy Hoka chips and hold up the potato chips. As Jo Young Gun out on the mound now, 64 innings in 36 games. Alrighty, here we go. Nah, as that's fouled away. Kang Seung Ho, a solo shot to tie the game in his last at bats. A 2 for 2 on the day. And the 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Kang Seung Ho having himself quite a, I'd say, August against Jo Young Gun, though not hitting well in his career. 1 for 5, hitting 200, a swing and a miss there as he blows it past him at 137. Looks back to the umpire. Was that a strike? He's like, yeah, it was down the middle. Macho Oop? No. Moloyo. As that misses way up high, 2-2. 너무 감사합니다. Thank you, thank you. I can't read that. Guagyun Mibabo. 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 Yubabo. And that is a popped foul, and it stays at 2-2. Yeah, Jo Young, the Kiwoom has so many good players. They just don't develop them. They just don't develop them. It's same way with Hanwha for years. All the first round draft picks, but they never develop the players. As that's a swing and a miss, and that's going to be a big, huge strikeout there. As a 2 away now, with leaving the runners on second and third. 네. 그 전민재 롯데에서 잘 했어요. All right, Kim Min-suk will get a pinch hitter here. Is this Kim Tae-in, I believe? Judging by the round, robust walk. Yep, Kim Min-tae will pinch hit here for Kim Min-suk. All right, Stefan, see you tomorrow. All right, Kim Tae-in, 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for strike, and it's 1-1. Gujauk Gujauk is the biggest crybaby in baseball. Um, always, every time a strike is called. Nah. Oh no, we just erased everybody's stuff. Oh well. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Trying to get out of this inning. On the season, Kim In Tae 1 for 2 against Jo Young Gun, and that misses inside. Almost hit him, and it's 2-2. Hong Min Ki. Sunsu Pyongji Pi. All right, Kim Gi Yun on deck. And that is ripped. Fair ball into the corner, and that is going to score 2 as Cave comes around, a throw into second base, and Kim In Tae or Kim Tae-in is in there with a 2 RBI double. And Lotte or Doosan takes the lead 3-2. A big, huge pinch hit by the professional pinch hitter himself, Kim In Tae. That brings up Kim Gi Yun. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kim Gi Yun 1 for 2 on the day, a singled in his first at bat, a 6-3 ground out in his second. Remember, this is just a whoa, that's a lot. Patrick Wisdom, Adam Oler, James Nail, Samsung, Carabito, Ariel Gerardo, Lewin Diaz, Austin Dean, and Stolberst. I'm trying to read what you wrote. As that is a foul to straight back, and it stays 0-2. Okay, Beichan Sung, or Beichang Sung, yeah. He has a good fastball. He just needs to learn how to pitch and not throw. Iho Sung, I don't have a lot of confidence in Iho Sung. Diaz, Andrews Tolerist, Yoni Chirinos. There. There. But that's not a bad thing, because you don't always need a hard slider or a fast slider. It just needs a different, it needs to be off the same arm slot. And that's something that's a lot of Korean pitchers don't do. Their arm slot is very different based on what pitch they're throwing. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch misses up high, 1-2. Jo Young Gun struggling here. Gave up the big double to Kim In Tae. I don't know if I know who that one is. Is the 1-2 way up high, and it's 2-2. Look at Kiwoom's manager, who cost his team in the game with bunting with runner on first and nobody out. Thank you, whoever that is. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away, stays 2-2. Now at 19 pitches is Jo Young Gun. Uh, KBO relief pitching. They're all worried about throwing hard. They don't know how to pitch. And the 2-2 is popped up into the air. Center fielder E.G. Hyung goes back a couple steps, and that's will be 3 away. But Doosan takes the lead for the first time today on an 2 RBI double by Kim In-tae. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 3-2 Doosan. Yeah, they are awful. Get my numbers fixed there. Joka? Jo O Kim An. All right, so Kiwoom trying to make their way back. They'll have the 8-9-1 hitters coming up. Guan Hyuk Bin, Pak Ju Hong, Jung Hyun-yuk, Oh Seung-wan, Guan Hyuk, Guan Ho-jun, An Ji-min. I don't remember. That was before I was only. I didn't come into Korea until 2014, so I don't know Jung Hyun-wook or Guan Ho-jun or An Ji-min. Yeah, I came to Korea in 2014, so obviously Oh Seung-wan I know because I knew Oh Seung-wan from St. Louis, not from Korea. And then Guan Hyuk, obviously. I think I have a Guan Hyuk baseball back. Yeah, right there. I have a Guan Hyuk baseball back here somewhere. Yeah, and then went to Japan. All right, so Chaewon Jun steps in on the mound. This is very important because he gives up a lot of home runs. They tried to have him start, but he couldn't start. And first pitch is outside zone. It's a swing and a miss, and 0-1. Held off on that one, and it's 1-1. Nah. Team captains. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. 2025 team captains is what that says. That is lifted up into the air. That might be trouble. Shortstop giving chase. And it drops in foul territory. Should have been an out. Should have been an out. As two players overran it and the other one just watched it drop. Park and Kim. Let's see if they give them an error on that. Kim Tae-jin is actually hitting now. And misses low. Ball 3-2. And he lifts that one up into the air. Left fielder under it. And 1 away. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Pak Ju Hong. Chaewon Jun, again, was a starter earlier in the season, but did not do well. And that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman picks it up, throws to first. And just like that's 2 away. Who's over at first? All right, now flips the lineup back over. Son Sung Moon will lead things off or try to lead the comeback. Yeah, that misses low, ball 1. Yep, this is what I talked about this almost every time is so Chaewon Jun versus Son Sung Moon. Son Sung Moon 273 against him in his career, and that is popped up. First baseman under it. And that's will be 3 away. 1, 2, 3 goes Kiwoom. We'll go to the 8th inning. It's 3-2 Doosan. Yeah, I talked about this. The side armors, the submariners, Omsong Baek, Chaewon Jun, Moonsung, is it Moonsung Wan or who's the I can never remember the submarine pitcher for SSG. Pak what is his name? Pak, what is it? Pak Jong Hoon? Yeah, Pak Jong Hoon. Go Young Pyo. Uh, yeah, those guys, those side armor submariners, now that they have the ABS system, they're just not useful. They're no longer going to be. They're no longer going to be in there. I would even say a guy like Kim Saw Hyun is what I would consider more of a almost a sidearm delivery. He's below 3/4, and he struggles with command, and a lot of his strikeouts and stuff are on chases. So he's another guy that, unless these guys suddenly learn to control, they just aren't going to be able to do much because they don't have the speed. It's a speed game now. So one, they don't have control, and two, the difference between 135 on a four seam fastball from a side armor and a slider or a change up at 124. Yeah. All right. Hakebama leads things off, misses inside, and it's 1-0. Junjun Pyo is now out on the mound for Q. And in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. And that misses low, 2-1. Pake Bomb 0 for 2 on the day, a couple strikeouts. Yeah, the sidearm, the lefty side armors might have a little bit of a chance, but I really don't see them having much of a chance either. All right, the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Osun Jin scoops it up, throws quickly, and no one away. All right, so top of the lineup now is Jung Soo Bin will step into the box. Kim Tae Jin does stay over at second base. All right, here we go. Top of the eighth, one out. Jung Soo Bin, the leadoff hitter, 0 for 3 on the day, and that one is in the dirt. So ball one. Kenny, I think they do. Hanwha does not play well against the left-handers, and Song Son Seung-gi is one of the better left-handers in the league. Moon Dong-ju doesn't pitch well on Sundays either, as the 1-0 is slapped foul, and no 1-1. Can Kiwoom show the eighth inning? They will. It's their last chance. They've got their 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. So I think if they don't get it done in the eighth, I'm not sure that they can get it done at all. As the 1-1 misses low. 2-1. Kenny, Kenny next week is not going to be good for. It could be very bad for Hanwha. It could be very great for Lotte, as that is bounced in the dirt to 3-1 now. It's Lotte. No, it's Lotte's turn. Lotte, when was the last time they won a championship? And 3-1 is ripped into center field. Lee Ju Hyung goes back, though, and under it. And that's 2 away. I was seeing something like, oh, what is the stat? Like, where is it? So where is it? So LG won for the first time in 29 years. Lotte would be 33 years. So it's LG won in 1990. 33 years later, they won in 2023. And 91, Kia won. 33 years later, they win again, as that's going to be a single into right field as Yu Chan comes up with a 1-out single. He's on base for the first time today. Yeah, so KT is the only game that I would say is a definite. But yeah, so 1990, LG won. 33 years later, they win in 2023. 1991, Kia wins. 33 years later, they win again. In 1992, Lotte won. So 33 years later, can Lotte continue the streak? As that is fouled away, and it's 0-1. The 33-year streak. Oh Myung-jin singled and scored a run in his last at-bats. No, wait. No, he didn't. He singled, but he was thrown out at second base. Cave scored that run. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. And checks over at first, but he is back in time. Yeah, I would say KT is the only team I would take with confidence. I would also probably take Lotte, NC, and LG. So the home teams. As the 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. And checks over at first. He slides back in. Yu-chan 10 for 12 on the season, 83% success rates. For those of you that can't read anything on the screen. Alrighty, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. Trying to get out of this inning without giving up any more. As that misses low, 2-1. Really? Chewante. Last time he had a quality start, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it's an away game, so Samsung can't score. There's the 2-1 pitch coming up. Looks like he's going to go on this pitch. He does, and he hits him. And that will put runners on first and seconds. Oops, wrong side. That brings up Cave with 2 runners on. Well, I think it also has to do with they normally hit in the smallest stadium in the league. Yeah. Home Young Jin trying to walk it off a little bit. Let's see, what is Daegu's or Samsung's? Daegu on the road or Samsung on the road is 9 games under 500, 21-30. Kim Jong-un is a strikeout guy. He is a two outcome guy, a strikeout or a home run. Cave now 0 for 3 on the day, strikeout, a 4-3 ground out, and a 5-6 ground out. And that's just outside a 1-0. Yep. Big swing, no ding. And the 1-0 is ripped to the second baseman. Picks it up, throws over to first, and they leave 2 more on as another ground out from Cave. As we will go to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the chance for Kiwoom as they're going to have their 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. This is where Kiwoom has got to get their runs back. I think I need to add a hitch here. There we go. Yeah, that's so weird. I get it, I guess. Let's see. Alex Wood. Who's Alex Wood? Pachi Guk out on the mound now for Doosan. All right, Pak Chi-gook out on the mound, 56 games, 47.2 innings, 3 wins, 2 losses, 12 holds, 2 saves, 3.21 ERA. Uh strikes out about 1 an inning. So a whip of 1.24, which is plenty good for the KBO. No, Om Young Jin stays in to play after getting hit. Ah, yeah. Why did they move? So Kim Ji Chan was a second baseman. Why did they move him to center field? Right, Im Ji Yo, first pitch, pops it up, but gets out of play, and it's 0-1. Ah, sounds like Moon Hyun Bin. Kim Jin Yo, 1 for 3 on the day, flew out to center in his first at bat, 6-3 ground out, and an RBI single that puts Kiwoom in the lead at the time. That's misses outside, 1-1. And popped up into the air, left fielder coming in, shortstop out into the grass, and that's 2 away, or 1 away. That brings up Cardenas. Yeah, that's another thing that I noticed about Korean young second basemen. They do not go well to their left. They do not go well to the glove side. They try, instead of trying to field it in front of them, they try to slide their, where they're running towards and fielding that way. They try to slide their whole body in front of the ball instead of using the glove. It's Cardenas 0 for 3 on the day. Did reach on an air as that one has popped up out into the grass or the turf, second base under it, and that's 2 away. Brings up Cheju Wan. Can this Kiwoom offense do anything? Nah. And that's a fouls that one away. Yeah, like when they're moving, they don't want to just stick the glove out, running over and get it. They want to move their whole body. And as they're moving their whole body, they end up sweeping their glove across and hitting it off to the side. I've seen it just so many times. But Cheju-won goes down to his knees to foul that one off, and it's 0-2. Cheju-won 2 hits on the day, 2 singles in his last 2 at bats, a 6-3 groundouts back in the second in his first at bats. Yeah, rocking the pink gloves. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt, so 1-2. Ba, ba, ba. All right, so pitch in number 9 from Che Ji Gook. Or sorry, Pak Chi Gook misses outside at 2-2. Warming up in the bullpen should be Kim Tae Kyun. This is the guy that I said often doesn't pitch well 2 days in a row. He'll face the bottom of this lineup if he comes in. As here comes the 2-2 pitch. And fouls that one off, and it stays at 2-2. Very interesting there as he brings up the glove. He's like, tap, tap, tap. Yeah. And they never won a championship. The only reason why they're still a team is because of all the money they got. As the 2-2 is turned on. That's going to go, go, go. Goodbye, baseball. Tie game. And just like that, like I said, the Doosan bullpen 2 days in a row. Third hit of the day for Cheju Wan, who I would say has one of the best cheer songs in the league. Big solo shot from Cheju Wan to tie this game at 3. Yeah. All right. So that brings up Iju Hyung. Misses outside. Ball 1. Uh-oh. And misses outside. It's 2-0 now. 너무 감사합니다. Thank you, DeFons. I mean, at this point, if I returned, it would just be to visit. And here comes the 2-0, misses outside, a 3-0. Yeah, I mean, I would return to visits. Like I've worked hard enough to have a visa that allows me to stay for multiple years and work wherever I want. As 3-0 misses inside, and he walks him on 4 pitches. That's gonna bring up a number, or the Kim Gun Hee, this catcher, already a sacrifice fly today to give them the lead the first time. I didn't realize you were allowed katana swords. As they are out there on the mound talking to Pak Ji-guk. Again, a lot of these Doosan pitchers do not pitch well in 2 consecutive games. He did pitch yesterday. He actually got the win yesterday. Yeah, a little autograph on the medal. Yeah, Jim, if I were to leave Korea, it would probably just end up going to a different country. As he checks over on Lee Joo-hyung. I imagine that he is going to be stealing a base here. He's 11 for 12 on the season. Needs to get into scoring position so a double scores. As here comes the first pitch. Outside. 1-0. Ball 5. The number one thing, and you're gonna think this is the craziest thing ever. I'll say it after this pitch here. The 1-0 sets up right down the middle and in there for a strike. The thing that I miss the most is being able to go to a store and get what I want. And what I mean by that is like Koreans don't repair anything. They don't repair anything. They just pay someone else to repair it or buy it new. Swing and a miss at ball 2, and it's 2-1. I miss like being able to go to like Home Depot or like AutoZone or Lowe's or like a lumber store if I want to build something, or go to like a an auto parts store if I want to replace something on the motorcycles or something like that. Yeah, he is not good. He can't throw is the issue, Juju. Yeah. But Kiwi, there's places that you can get that. There's people that own stores, as that one's outside, didn't go around. You could go to, like, you can order that stuff. Like, you can order potato chips. You can, and you can, there's fish and chip stores. Like, I know there's one in Daejeon, owned by a British family or British husband and a Korean wife or something like that. All right, the 2-2 pitch, and that's rolled over. And it'll be another 2-2 pitch. 20 pitches now for Pak Ji-guk. Like, I do miss like authentic Mexican. There you go, Kiwi. Fish, chips, and burgers. Fish, chips, and tacos. We'll have some fish tacos too, Kiwi. All right, the 2-2 pitch. That is a ripped into center field. That's going to drop. Lee Ju-hyung is going to round second base and head into third. And they've got runners on the corners now as Kim Gi-yeon comes up big with a single to put Lee Ju-hyung 90 feet away from going ahead in this game. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha legend himself, Oh-sun Jin. What's their pinch hitting Oh-sun Jin? What are they thinking? Bringing in a lefty. Oh-sun Jin. Jun Saw will take over for the young, I think he's 18. And with that, they are going to have a pitching change, bring in a lefty. Oh, and now we'll have a pitching change. So Jun Saw come in to pinch hit for Oh-sun Jin, and that forces a new pitcher as they'll bring in a lefty to face Jun Saw. I think Doosan's bullpen is better than Kiwoom's bullpen, but Doosan's bullpen was used yesterday and their closer was used yesterday, which is Go Hyo Jun will come in. So again, they just usually don't pitch well 2 days in a row. And he was over 20 pitches. Again, a lot of these guys can't throw. Yeah, Doosan is old. Doosan and SSG are very, very old. I think Go Hyo Jun is the oldest player in the league. No, 36 games, 17.1 innings, 1 win, 1 loss, a 6.23 ERA. He made his debut in 2002. 2002. He enjoys the bases loaded. I'm sure his coaches do not enjoy the bases loaded. So you have basically one of the oldest, I think he's the oldest player in the league versus All Jun Saw, who might be the youngest player in the league. He won't turn 19 until the end of November. Oh Sung Won is the oldest? Okay. I knew it had to be between those two, as that one misses low, ball one. Yeah. Go Hyung Jun, Lotte, SK, Kia, Lotte, LG, SSG, and Doosan. And here comes the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. On Jun So, 226 on the season. Didn't get to start today because he's a lefty, so they had Osun Jin start at short. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch. Yeah, and in there for a strike, 1-2. Jim, I was saying, I was just thinking this would have been a great place for your suicide squeeze for the win. Yeah, he's so young. Again, just 18. But now that there's 2 strikes, you can't. And he fakes the throw to first. He did step off, so it's not a balk. He has got a very flappy glove. That thing is super wide. All right, the 1-2 pitch swings and misses at a ball on the dirt. And a good thing you pinch hit for Osun Jin. We'll go to the 9th inning. It's 3-3. Leaves 2 more on, and they've left 7 on. Going to the 9th inning. So if we think about these games, Doosan at 2 for 7 with runners on base, 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Kiwoom 4 for 9 with runners on base, 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Both teams with a solo homer. The difference really is Kiwoom has left a lot of guys on base. They've left 7 on base so far today. Doosan has left 4, but Doosan has only left runners on base in 3 innings versus Kiwoom, who's left runners on base in 6 innings, or sorry, 5 innings. They were 1, 2, 3 in the first inning, 1, 2, 3 in the second inning, and 1, 2, 3 in the 7th inning. No, they will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Who will be out on the mound for Kiwoom is Ju Sung Woo. Will go out on the mound. 41 games, 43.1 innings. Still no yeah. He won't ever get to play anymore. Jun Saw stays over at short. And first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to swing and a miss at ball 1, and it's 0-2. Yeah, the Korean statistics. And that is popped up. Catcher under it's in foul territory, and that's one away. I don't use it very often. Normally, I just use the KBO stats app for most of the stuff that I talk about. So whenever I do like in-depth stuff, though, I'll use it. All right, so Kong Sung Ho steps in now. Oh, 2 for 3 on the day. A single, but was picked off stealing a base. A solo home run to tie the game, and then struck out with a runner on seconds in his last at bats. Yeah, they provide a lot, but the problem for me is the KBO. They don't update the lineups until an hour before the game. So it's tough to get a lot of stuff. And I'm trying to do everything by myself. So I don't have a lot of extra time or moves. As the 0-1 pitch just catches the top of the zone and it's 0-2. When I do playoff games that need more information, I usually use status as the 0-2 check swing. I think he went around. He did not. Did not go around. We'll check the. What are we going to see with this view? Oh, he went. He went. He definitely went around. Yeah, third hamstring, but to different spots. As here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up low and outside, misses outside though, and it's 2-0 or 2-2. Yeah. That's pretty much ended Kia's chance at making a comeback. His wisdom is not great. Wisdom won't be re signed, I don't think. As the 2-2 pitch just misses outside. Goes from what should be a strikeout to a full count. Yeah, always injured. Always injured every year except last year. 3-2 misses way outside, ball 4, and the tying or the go ahead run is on base now. All right, here we go. You've got the time or the go ahead run on first base in Kong Sung Ho. You've got Kim In Tae stepping up. He had the 2 RBI double that actually gave Doosan the lead at the time, 3-2, back into the 7th inning. Yeah, well, originally he was a shortstop. Oh, a 1-for-1 on to the day. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yeah, this year's only 11 innings. Last year it was 12. It's 15 in the Korean series. Yeah, and here comes the 0-1 pitch. And just missed outside. He is missing, but he is not missing by much, ladies and gentlemen. Not missing by much. Kiwi, how do you already have the lineup? Well, the reason why they said was because with the pitch clock, there's more stress on the pitchers. As the 1-1 misses up and in. That's what they said. But last year, there was only a handful of games that went 12 innings. So it was something like it would reduce uh, per team something like a 0.69. That's misses low. Or no, it's in there for strike, and it's 2-2. Yeah. Ties are awful. No, no, no ghost runners. Absolutely not. No ghost runners. Never, never, never ghost runners. And that is going to be grounded to the second baseman. Grabs it quickly, throws in time. And that will be 2 away. Ghost runners. That's what I think of ghost runners. All right, that brings up the number 8 hitter, Kim Gi-yeon. Hong Sung-ho does move over to second base, though. Having a little powwow out on the mound. Uh-oh. Something just happened to their pitcher. Nope, he can't go anymore. Yeah, KBO banned the shift last year. Saying that his finger is what he said. All right, so we'll have a pitching change here. Definitely. They will in the next couple of years. Right now, the problem for the MLB is the umpires union is too strong. All right, we'll have a pitching change here. It says they're bringing in a lefty, is what they signaled. We'll see who it is. Conservatives don't. Who cares? Yep. You have the technology to get it right. So Yoon Suk Kwon will come in now. Again, I heard in my ear they said finger. So here we go. Lefty out on the mound now. 20.2 innings in 18 games, an ERA of 7.84. 165 whip, almost as many walks as he has strikeouts. ABS is amazing. ABS is the best thing that's happened to KBO baseball since I came to Korea. All right, to Yu Sung Kwon out on the mound now, taking over for Jo Sung-woo. It doesn't. I'm looking at his finger. I don't see any blood or cuts or anything. They keep zooming in on his hand. And the announcer said finger, but I don't know exactly what it is. All right, so Yoon Suk Hwan out on the mound now. He has as much time as he wants to get ready. Welcome, Mary Kate. I was like, who would say? I was like, oh, I was like, that's something Mary Kate would say. Yeah. I was like, that's something Mary Kate would say. And then I was like, oh, wait, that was Mary Kate. Welcome, Mary Kate. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the Kia and LG cheerleader. All right, Kim Gi-yeon, the right-hander. 243 on of the season, 1 for 3 on the day. Is that the one that just cut her hair? All right, here comes the first pitch in there for strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. She does seem like she has a lot more fun than the other ones. Kim Jong-won? Mary Kate is taking notes on everything. She's like, yeah, that's the one. Uju Uju. That's Mary Kate's new favorites. Is that one misses outside 1-1. I just know Mary Kate's new favorite is a KT Wiz cheerleader. I don't know any of their names. I couldn't pick them out of a lineup. As the 1-1 in the dirts, and it's 2-1. Did everybody give up on the Doosan cheerleader, the one that used to be a Lotte cheerleader? Is the 2-1 in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 2-2. The one that Jong Sung-woo, the KT catcher, tried to get in a internet fight with. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Pops it up. Center fielder under it's. And that's 3 away. Yeah, Pak Girang, yeah. As we will go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 3-3. Yeah, a couple years ago. And then there's the who's the short blonde-haired one for Doosan? Ihoan. I can't believe you guys know all of their names. I knew her name was Saw something, but I didn't know the rest of it. Yeah. And then the SSG one, the bodybuilder, the bikini model or whatever. She's been there for like forever. She's like 36 or something. All right, so Kim Tae-hyun out on the mound now. Kim Tae-hyun again, bringing in your closer in an away game with a tie game is interesting. Interestingly, awful. And Kim Tae Jin looks at ball one up high, 1-0. This is what I was talking about here, Jim. So Yadong Gun over at second, Josu Hang over in left. And 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. I remember I was at a SSG and Hanwha game, and she got more applause than all of is one of the Saturday nights fireworks nights. She got more applause than all of the players, as the 1-1 is fouled into the glove, and a 1-2. Oh Myung Jin is done. Yadong Gun takes over at seconds. And then Kim In Tae is also done, and he will be replaced by Josu Hang. As that one misses, it's 2-2. There we go. Think we're all updated here. And the 2-2 is fouled away. 150 on the gun there. Bringing in your closer to face the bottom of the lineup, the 8, 9, 10, or 8, 9, 1 hitters in a tie game. Not the best, not the best decision. If it was a tie game and they were facing the 2, 3, 4 hitters, 3, 4, 5, something like that, I could understand it. But I don't understand this at all. The 2-2 is catches on the looking, and that's one away. Yeah, so Doosan, if they get a lead in the top of the 10th, who do they have come and pitch? The guy that pitched yesterday and got through the 9th inning? Here we go. And that brings up Pak Chu Hong. Pak Chu Hong 0 for 3 on the day, and chops that one into the dirts. And 0-1. Fly out to center, a 4-3 ground out, a 4-3 ground out. Yeah, just waste the 19-year-old's arm. And the 0-1 pitch sets up on the outside and misses badly. A slow roller, that's going to be trouble. And he is going to throw it into the outfield. And then Cave is going to throw to seconds. And he is on base now with we'll call that an infield. I don't know if they're going to call that an infield single and an error, but we'll definitely get one error on that. As he is hanging out now at second base, and that's Sung Moon. Yeah, we'll get I'm going to go with an infield single and an error. As Kim Tae-yeon threw that one to Cave out in the outfield. And Sung Moon steps in now. And he was telling him, don't throw it, but he didn't listen. And now they've got a runner in scoring position with just one out for the top of the lineup. And they're going to walk him. They haven't announced it yet, but I know more than they do. That puts runners now on first and second. They put the double play in order. Well, he's not good any other time. He is 1 for 4 on the day, RBI single in his first at bat or his third at bats. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting a 271. That is lifted into the outfield. That is going to be over the head of Josu Hang. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be a walk-off for Kiwoom. And another walk-off for Kiwoom and MGO. It's not a suicide squeeze, Jim, but it is a walk-off. Jim, that's what I do. I call the game. I say who's going to win. I need my own show. I need my own show. That's all there is to it. One of these days, either KBS or SBS or SPO TV, one of these days, these guys are going to realize that the best baseball mind in Korea is hanging out in his apartment calling games in English. He will get a double on that, by the way. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, was a massive, massive error. Whoop, wrong button. Sorry about that. All right, so Kiwoom walks it off. I said I don't trust Doosan's bullpen that had to play yesterday. I said I don't know what they're doing bringing in the closer here in this situation. Well, they walk it off, ladies and gentlemen. A big error by Kim Tae-kyun to allow Park Ju-hyung to make it to, or Park Ju-hong to make it to second base, and then obviously you walk Song Sung-moon there. So a massive error, 2 big errors by Doosan today led to 2 runs, and that is the difference in the game. As they come up big as 5 for 10 with runners on base. 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position is Kiwoom. That is the difference in the game, really. Or as Doosan, 2 for 9 with runners on base, and 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Doosan out hits. On top of that, both teams with 2 walks. So Doosan, another lead blown via that bullpen. 2 days in a row. I talked about it way early in the broadcast. I thought Kiwoom was going to win. My concern was Doosan's bullpen pitching, main guys pitching 2 days in a row. They just don't pitch well 2 days in a row, and sure enough, they end up giving up the tying run on the home run by Che Ju-won, and then the walk-off by Im Ji-yeol to end the game. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back next week, Saturday's game. Make sure that you check on my YouTube channel. You can check and see on the post. Every week I'll make a post. You can pick which teams that you want to watch, which teams I will stream. Right now it's a battle between Hanwha and NC versus Samsung and Lotte. So if you're a Samsung fan, a Lotte fan, an NC fan, or a Hanwha fan, definitely go vote in that poll. So no problem, Jim. Thanks for stopping in. Jim, at the end of this in September, the games go to 2:00, so it should make it way better, way easier for you to watch some games as the Saturday, Sunday games move to 2:00. So, but thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back next week on Saturday for the 6:00 game. Pick which game you want on my channel, on my post. If you like to see what I do on this stream, You can check out the documentary, the highlight video. It's not the full documentary. The full documentary was about 25 minutes. Just the highlight video. There is a link in the description to this video. But thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys next week on Saturday. And as always, until next time.